Hello everyone, my name is Esmeralda Padilla-Gould and welcome to Vegas Vibes. On Vegas Vibes, I'll be featuring amazingly talented people from many walks of life who contribute to making Las Vegas a unique global brand. And on that note, here with us today is Miss Eris Heather Guy, also known as Starfish the Mermaid. Hello Eris.
Shalom, how are you?
Shalom. Is that something that mermaids say?
Oh yeah, we have
Shalom.
our own language, I guess.
You look amazing.
Thank you so very much.
I
You
love
as
the
well.
color. Oh, thank you. And Fontaine. But you look gorgeous. So, did you design that?
I did, all by myself, except for the very bottom fin.
Your fins?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And pink. Is that your favorite color? That's why you choose that? Or do you have different outfits?
I have all different outfits, all different colors. It's just how I roll, how I swim.
It just depends on the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a
for
chameleon
that day.
mermaid, so
Chameleon.
it tends to happen with me.
So you're a mermaid. Please explain to us, what is mermaiding?
Mermaiding is when you embrace the mermaid lifestyle and you don a fin, whether it's made of fabric or of silicone, and you swim in the water. It's really good for fitness, it's cathartic, it's very calming, it's a lot of people love to do it from all ages and all walks of earth. And
Well, I actually personally have not met a mermaid in person. I mean, I am a fan of The Little Mermaid,
Many of us
Ariel,
are.
right? I even went to California Adventure just to see that.
really?
Is that what influenced you to become a mermaid? What was the catalyst that brought you to this way of living? When did you find out that you have this passion?
Well, it was 7 long years ago.
7
no.
long years, so you were like...
Yes, in seriousness, I was in California and I worked across the way from a woman in the mall who said she was a mermaid soul. And in speaking with her and getting to know her, I got in touch with my mermaid side and saw that I could do it as a job. And I mean, yes, I was another one of those little girls that watched The Little Mermaid when they were little and had their fins in the water and everything. I mean, feet. I get a little in character sometimes.
I can
Especially
see why.
when in the fin, yeah.
Right.
When you put on the tail, you become a whole nother person and you become very confident.
It's your alter ego.
Yeah, definitely.
So you met this lady, and was she in costume when you met her?
No, she worked at the mall just across from where I worked at, and I went to visit her every day for lunch or whatever.
So the magic word was mermaid.
Yeah, the magic
And
word was mermaid, and she wasn't just like, oh yeah, I love mermaids. No, it was, I am a mermaid. She never wore a tail like I do, but she's like,
She
I'm a
believed
mermaid.
she was a mermaid.
And so now I believe there is a little mermaid in everybody, and it's up to each person or merman to grab at that and just swim for it and just, you know, chase your dreams. And it was very inspiring.
So please tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, like I said, I did this beginning 7 years ago, and I've always been...
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you now?
About 310 in mermaid years.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
We grow to be very old creatures. We're like elves.
But you remain looking young and beautiful.
We learned
Amazing.
some land tricks from the ways of makeup, so...
Well, you did very well.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. But anyway, so you'd said, what was your question one more time? I'm sorry.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like you grew up in California, so where you're usually from?
yeah, I was born in California, not far from the shores, and I was always a water baby growing up, and just lived by the ocean. I always said growing up, Mom, I want to be an oceanographer. Back then, I didn't really know what that was. Now I do, and I'd rather be that, but back then I meant like a marine biologist, researching all the animals and helping the animals. Orcas and dolphins were always my favorite. Still are to this day, along with duskies and starfishes, my namesake.
So you came up with the name Starfish the Mermaid. Why did you call yourself Starfish? What's the story behind that?
Well, I did like a sort of campaign for the grand opening of Sequest Aquarium, and
Here in Las Vegas.
yeah, and that's where she was born, and I adored seeing all the starfishes there, and I would always ask the kids, how are the starfishes doing? They're my brethren. And yeah, it was just really fun there, and I just loved that character, so I later took her on as my new Mersona. So yeah.
So, who were your biggest influence besides that lady
Oh,
that you met at the mall?
what's so sad is I can barely remember her name. I think it was Carrie, but bless her soul. Besides her, it was Hannah Mermaid, and let's see, I also loved like Melissa Mermaid. You can Google these lovely ladies. And Carriel was somewhat of an inspiration. I love her tales. They're all artists as well, so it's just fascinating to see what each mermaid is doing. And I love it all. It's sometimes hard to figure out, what do I want to do as a mermaid that's something that these girls do that I can contribute in my own way.
So what exactly do you do, like when somebody wants to hire your service? Because I understand this is what you do for a living.
Basically, yeah, for a living. I mean, I do have, the day job. I am a designer as well. But when it comes to mermaiding, I do it all summer long. I put hours and hours into it. I end up being just super buff by the end of summer, and it is seasonal in most locations, but it's...
I've seen videos of you swimming in a big aquarium. So what do you do as well?
That is one thing that I prefer to do. I do love aquariums. I got some resort work where I get to take part in my flow art and just dancing along with music and posing for photos periodically. But I love being like a part of the attraction and some ambiance, swimming through the water. Just people love seeing a magical creature just gliding through gracefully.
Are there different types of mermaid? What type of mermaid are you?
I'm a chameleon mermaid, honestly.
Oh yes, you mentioned that earlier.
But there's several different kinds. A lot of mermaids call themselves sirens. Some of them refer to themselves as like Disney mermaids, princesses and queens. Sometimes we just call ourselves bubbleheads.
Bubbleheads?
I take that one on a lot. I often refer to Dory as my cousin, and that I'm as forgetful as she is. And usually kids eat that
Dory
up.
from Nemo.
Yeah,
yes,
of course. It's one of my favorite films. Most mermaids love Little Mermaid, but I'm just all about Finding Nemo and Dory. So
what are your
to Ellen?
Yes. What are your future plans? Like, how would you like your brand to go?
Oh gosh, other than just mermaiding and performing and doing flow art and just being ambiance and kids parties, what I really want to branch into is designing full-time and making tales for people. And this is just a prototype. Thank you. Yeah, I have so many plans underway. Like, there's a lot of fabric tales I plan on designing, and tops and leggings and all kinds of things. Cute little mermaid quotes on shirts.
So you want to concentrate more on designing?
I am a designer at heart. I'm an artist, and that's going to be my contribution to the mermaid world, is creatively like, hey, here's my art. And we're all collectors in the mermaid community, and we love just collecting tales and monofins and just anything to do with mermaids. We're going to eat it up. So, yeah, that's why I don't mind being added to the list of all of the current tale makers, because I'm going to be another style of art, and I look forward to sharing that with the world.
Is there a big industry of mermaiding?
Believe it or not, there kind of is. It's getting to be a growing thing as well as a growing job as well. There's actually a handful of mermaid classes here in Las Vegas as well, and there's mermaids at the Silverton, and you go to Florida, there's Weeki Wachee, there's mermaids all over America and all over the countries as well.
It's nice to be informed, because you're the first one I've ever met in my entire life, a real one.
We love spreading our knowledge. I mean, knowledge is power, and we're all artists, and we're trying to get seen out there. It's a new thing. The world is growing, and let's all embrace it.
What kind of message do you want to convey to your fans or followers?
Never stop imagining, never grow up, embrace magic every day and make people smile. And that's kind of what I want to convey in my playful designs, and just the mermaid lifestyle. It just has that belief in general. So I want to share my contribution in the artistic ways that I can.
How about your personal desire? How do you want this brand to create out of it? What do you want to get out of this as an individual?
Well, like everybody else, I want to have a career that makes me happy, and I'm well on my way to that.
Doing what you love.
Definitely. It's really hard
Being able
work.
to express yourself
But
through
the
your
biggest thing
creativity.
I get from it is growth. and I've learned so much, and getting my fin whooped, and I'm about to get my fin whooped even more as I grow even more, and I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of that, what are the challenges you have encountered, and how did you overcome them? Because
Physical-wise as a mermaid, or it's
would
not always the
whatever
glamorous
aspect.
job it's cut out to be. You know, there's a lot of rolling around in dirty places, and you know, wardrobe malfunctions right before
And running
you
out
get
of water.
going. Running out of water. There's so many things that can happen that are just not fun. You have to really have a passion and a love for what you do to do mermaiding. But some girls, like, we have the drive and we just go for it, and that's what I love about it.
That's admirable.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All mermaids are admirable.
Well, you're one of them. Is there a specific gig that stands out in your memory? And what do you like most about it?
It's really hard to choose on that one. I've done so many really fun things, but my all-time favorite would have to be just like, it's sort of a childhood memory to me in a way, a mer-child memory. In my early days of mermaiding, I was at the Utah Aquarium, and my partner and I decided to get lunch. And
Your partner, there's a merman?
no,
sorry.
there was a mermaid, and I was part of her little pod, her little group. So her and I were at the aquarium there. And
So do they also have fins, or no? They have two legs?
No, they had fins too. We were both in fins,
Oh,
and
cute.
just sitting around posing with the kids, and you know, we would be on the side of the pools like hello little stingrays and posing with people. It was a lot of fun, just kind of like what I did at the aquariums here. Aquarium.
So what's your biggest dream? Where do you want to see yourself? Like 5-10 years from now?
Oh gosh, I want to be all over Las Vegas doing what I love, whether it's, you know, fitness classes or just performing or showing off designs or you know, spreading my tails everywhere and just...
You just want to
I'm
be
going to
known.
make my mark here.
Yes,
you
as
know?
the Starfish the Mermaid.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Like, I have a lot of creativity share, and it's about time that I get it out there.
I wish we have more time, but I would like to ask, what pieces of advice would you suggest to anyone who would like to do what you do?
Well, first and foremost, start with research, and as well as reaching out to the local mermaids in town to see if they will welcome you into either their group that they're doing, because there's so many schools. Just do your research. That's the long story short of it, since we're short on time. And if anybody wants me to give them a head start, I can give them a few places to go by just contacting me.
Yes, please invite everybody.
Oh, of course, yeah. If you would like to email me questions, or you want a question about my tales, about my performances, anything mermaid related, I would be happy to help you with it. So reach out to me at rentamermaid@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website too. There's www.starfishthemermaid.com.
That's awesome. It's such a pleasure meeting you and
You as
seeing
well.
you in person in your gorgeous outfit.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you don't see a mermaid every day, and
No.
it's such a delight seeing you.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you for being here on Vegas Vibes.
appreciate
And of
it.
course, I wish you continued success in doing
thank
what you
as
love.
well. And you as well.
Oh, thank you, Eris. Once again, I'm Esmeralda Padilla-Gould. Catch me again next time as I feature another amazing personality here on Vegas Vibes. I also would like to thank my wardrobe sponsor, Anne Fontaine. Anne Fontaine is located at the Forum Shops in Caesars Palace. Thank you so much, Miss Anna Billings. Take care, everyone. Be kind and have a great weekend. Take care.